Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art, and I am your host for I Am Smart, the quiz where people look to improve their art, their lives, and their selves through learning and earn the right to say those three magic words, I am smart. The format of the quiz, very simple, very straightforward. 3 rounds of questions for your brain, 3 musings for your imaginosphere, and a 2-point bonus round at the end where you simply have to read my mind. So a maximum of 20 points up for grabs overall. All you're going to need for this is something to write with. Pencil. Why not? It's old school. It's old school, but by God, they work. Something to write on. A notepad. A legal lined notepad for some reason. If you're a lawyer, that's a good reason. Optional is a beverage, because whilst it's got absolutely nothing to do with the actual quiz, we do like to kick things off. This is my beverage with a little Twitch logo on it, just to show that I'm, on the right team. We like to kick things off with a toast to bring us all together as a single unified unit. So please raise your glasses, your beakers, your receptacles, your bottles, your handcrafted mugs, or if you're going really old school, you might think that mugs is going old school. If you want to go really old school, raise your hands that you have cupped together with a small splash of water inside. Here we go. To flexible dinners. What is dinner food? Once upon a time, I was quite hardline. It's meat, it's a carb, it's veg, it's simple. But what if that wasn't all dinner could be? What if dinner could be a lovely lunch, like beans on toast? What if dinner could be a wonderful breakfast, like pancakes? These are the questions I ask myself now as a poor man. And the answers I have found are delicious and money-saving. So the next time that you think of a great lunch and wish that it could be your dinner, don't worry what the neighbours will say. Have some soup and a grilled cheese sandwich for dinner and reap the rewards in both your belly and your bank account. To flexible dinners. Cheers. We have ever such a lot that's gone on already. Step 1, we have to say a big thank you. We have to say a big thank you. Straight off the bat, Count and Sheep 222, the Count Sheepy, for subscribing. They subscribed for 24 months on a 24-month streak. That's 2 years. And bearing in mind that I haven't actually been creating on Twitch every single one of those months, that makes it all the more delicious. So thank you so much, Count and Sheep. I appreciate your hard-earned money given to me for creating this thing that I create. It's a wonderful, it's lovely, especially in my poor state, to receive a bit of money. Maybe I'll be able to upgrade to an actual dinner a little bit more frequently than I am at the moment. But also, it's a lovely pat on the back. It's a hand reaching from across the World Wide Web, and just a pat on the back, maybe a ruffle of the hair, saying, "Good job, kid. You're doing great, and thank you, Count and Sheep. I appreciate you. I appreciate you." We've also got some hellos to go. My goodness. SJBeck72, hello to you. TB Douglas, hello to you. Definitely Not Duda, hello. Ready to Learn. Also, this song is such a banger. Isn't it just? I should really, I can't remember what it's called, but I should give a little bit more credit to that song. I didn't make it. Wish I did. My goodness. Just don't have the time these days. Nana Hobop, hello to you. Maple Panda, hello. Monkey Pigsy Funk, hello to you. Super Nash 18, wonderful to see you. Nana Hobbob, when I worked a job when I regularly got home around 10:30 or 11 p.m, I often enjoyed a bowl of cereal and some fried chicken for dinner, and I envy you that. Not so much the finishing late with work, that's got to be a little bit grating, but that's a hell of a dinner. Bowl of cereal and some fried chicken. You might notice we've got a little ticker down here. A little ticker. Something I created. We have it for, of course. Is this a little low? Could we go a little higher? Let's go a little higher. We have one, of course, for Art Right Now. We're doing an Art Right Now next week, so look forward to that. But we have one for Art Right Now, and I just thought, you know what, we could do it for... we could do with one for the quiz. Now, it's not on every single round page yet, because I haven't got round to that, but it's on a few. And if we get to a round page that it's not on, we'll just pop it in. MPF, watching this whilst taking a bath. My goodness. What luxury we've exhibited already. We've got a lovely cereal and fried chicken dinner, and we've got watching some outstanding livetainment whilst in a bath, while suspended in water. That water, with every second that passes, getting dirtier and dirtier, and yet you will feel more and more cleansed. Make sense of that. I just can't. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it feels oh so good. As a big fan of baths, again, it's a low-cost evening entertainment. My goodness. Is there a better way of watching livetainment? I'd be interested to hear. I would say send us a picture, but I think that goes against Twitch's terms of service. Episode 90 says definitely not due to. Absolutely. You're only 10 away from the big 100, the big triple digis. We are on 90 episodes, and we could... that might work out as quite a nice little... minute to win it, mightn't it? Guessing how many times each person has won. Excellent and interesting and exciting and wonderful. But yes, 90 episodes. This is the 90th episode of this wonderful, wonderful quiz series. Started off differently, started off longer. We've refined, much like an ice sculptor. Just you start with a big block of ice, and I tell you what, that block of ice, that's a lovely block of ice. Nice and cool. Ooh, I'm too warm, so I'm going to cool my hands by the block of ice. But gradually, we've just taken a little bit off here, a little bit off there. And you think, gosh, what is happening? Taking it off. Oh, what is this? Oh, what's it? Oh, is that a person? Yeah, that is a person. Oh, what's going on? Oh, who is this? Is that former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan? You're darn right it is. You're darn right. And that's really what this is. It's this quiz, such as it is very much an ice sculpture of former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan. And I hope that comes across. As it says underneath, the high point scorer last week, the Goodbye 2024 episode, was definitely not Duda, as per usual. And so we are heading on. So definitely gets to choose one of the rounds. What have we got? Nana chiseling a good livetainment quiz into a great livetainment quiz. Yeah, because it started off pretty well. I don't want to brag, but it started off pretty hot, but it's got only hotter. And when I say hotter, that goes against the ice metaphor that we were using just prior. But I'm sure you can all come with me on this journey. Let's get rid of the chat. Where is it? Chat box. Goodbye. The rounds you've got to choose from, definitely, because you can choose whichever one of the rounds you wish. I've had to use slightly smaller font because of the ticker at the bottom. These things that you don't realise, you don't think are gonna change things, but they do. We've got a Uzi choose. We've got an order. We've got a Nart, which is not art. Anagramma Ding Dong, Alpha Bart, Movie Ladder, Musicolage, Yay or Nay, Spotlight, Who Dat Artiste, Gimme 5, and Red Herring. Definitely, yours is the right that you have earned by being the high point scorer last episode, to choose any one of these rounds. Definitely going for a movie ladder. Oh, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Do you know why that excites me? Because I'll get to write another movie ladder next week. It's going to be great. That is obviously only one round, but we've got 3 rounds in this quiz, as we knew right at the start. I'll let you know. So let's pick some more rounds, shall we? Let's do it. You want to talk about bangers? Here's another one. Order, who dat artiste, and a movie ladder. My goodness, we are living large here today. And look at all that emote work. Counting sheep, thank you. Definitely, thank you. TB, wonderful work. Dropping in an art right now there. Oh, I enjoy that. Counting sheep again, TB again, counting sheep again. Everybody loves some emotes. And when I say everybody, I mean primarily TB, definitely, and counting. But if it's all just for you guys, then that's absolutely fine by me. So movie ladder, let's have a look at these musings. So what do we get? We got a who dat artiste. Oh, that's quite fun. Movie ladder. That's quite interesting. Okay. I think that's got to be the finish. Maybe we'll just do it in that order. Oh, you've got your imaginospheres are in for a workout today, guys. I don't mind telling you. I do not mind telling you. Order, let's get you in there. And then let's start off with who dat artiste. Oh my goodness. We haven't even started and already I'm confident this is going to be an absolutely top tier quiz. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm sure it is. Let's get quizzing, guys. Who dat artiste? Let's see what we've got. Oh, AOL Time Warner official. It's a wonderful effort, and it's there we go. Well, it's always a pleasure. Always an absolute stone cold pleasure. Coming in and working for your crust. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Who dat artiste, guys? Who dat artiste? If you see a famous person at a showbiz party, you need to know who they are. It's as simple as that. If you say, "Hey, The Weeknd, I love your track Blinded by the Light. It soundtracks many of my pasta nights." And they reply, "I'm not The Weeknd. I'm former Yahoo singer Alison Moyet." You're going to feel like an absolute fool. So I'm going to show you some celebs. You just need to tell me who they are. Is that okay? Is that okay to show you some celebs and ask you to tell me who they are? We've got a topic, though, for this one. We've got a topic. It's not just any old celebs. Oh, no. Oh, is that? Oh, I see what's happened. Wait, is this? Oh. Is there a different one? Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? That's not going to work. So here's what happened. And here's what happens. So for the last one, because it was like out of the usual loop of rounds, what I did is I copied and pasted. I created a new Who Dat Artiste round and a new order round and a new whatever the other one was, Use Choose round, I believe. Gosh, I hope so. And then I deleted the other ones. But what has happened is that Hudat Artiste is, but will I be able to? Okay. Okay. This is okay. Yep. Let's get rid of that. No, that's not right. And that's not right. Yeah, we're just going to do it now. Because it all links through. That is it. This is art. This is art. Thank you so much, Nana. A glimpse behind the curtain. Absolutely. This is what happens. This is the and do you know what? In my younger years, I would have said, hey, what this is very simply a mistake. Do you know what I mean? It's something that's gone wrong. Whereas what I can do now is I start every single episode thinking, do you know what is going to go wrong here? What is going to go wrong here? The pink era, yeah. Who dat? Yeah. Underwater. No, it's not that, is it? Oh, that's too... Okay. You with me? Round 7. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he's done it. He's absolutely done it as an ad break. Yeah, actually, let's just go for an ad break because it might take around 60 seconds to get this all done. That's good. And then we can just copy and paste that. Okay, so each of these. Yes, this is working. And each of these is an actor who is primarily featured in an underwater film. They are some of the finest underwater actors of their or any other generation. And to prove that, I have taken the photos that are of the people and I have put them underwater in a very, very cheeky and exciting way. What you'll be pleased to hear is after all of this back and forth, what I have done with this is I have found, for whatever reason, there's another little peek behind the curtain, guys. When I'm writing these questions, I do vacillate wildly. That's me. That's the kind of guy I am, and I'm not absolutely not afraid to admit that to you. I'm a vacillator, and that vacillation goes between the points of, am I being too hard on these people, or am I being too easy on these people? And I like to think that most of the time I hit it right down the middle, but sometimes, truth be told, I feel like I go too far one way or another. There is a round that we're not playing this week, but we'll be playing another week that I think maybe I went too hard. With this one, there's a chance I went too easy, because what I've done is I have given you a photo of the underwater movie actor that has been obscured. Absolutely, fair play. Number 2, I've given you the film that they were in. The film that they were in. I've given you that. So you go, wasn't that the person in? Yeah, because it's written right there at the bottom of the image. Number 3, I've given you their initials. Is it too much? Yeah. Well, if you all get 6 out of 6, then absolutely that's the conclusion to come to. And it's going to start off, oh my God, this is too easy. There it is. Worth the wait? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely worth the wait. My goodness. How could it not be worth the wait? Then let's just get this. That'll do. Yeah, that's fine. So that's number one. Here's number two. Somebody who is in Jaws? Somebody who is in Jaws? I suppose if we're absolutely splitting hairs like one might split the atom, is Jaws an underwater movie? There are portions of it that are underwater, certainly, but primarily north of sea level. Who is that, though? My goodness. Difficult because they're wearing a snorkel and it's blue. Number three, The Abyss. E-H. E-H in The Abyss. I think, it's difficult being underwater because you've got to worry about your head of hair. Not so much of a problem for this chap. Not such a problem for him. Does that make him any worse of a human being? Does that make him any less of a man? No. Facebook adverts that relentlessly target me, telling me to get hair plugs. I mean, yeah, it's a little thinner, but I'm still a man. Question number 4. Underwater KS. Underwater KS. Who is that? Who is that? Too easy? Maybe. But you're all getting the same questions, guys. So if it's an easy... And I'm picking them out of here. I don't know what's coming up. Not up to me. And the final question here... And if you get this one, big if, you will know the hassle I had thinking, what are the initials here? Could have been another one, technically, in here. I don't know. TB Douglas, I don't know if they're as easy as you're making out. Well, that's good. That's good. I think that when you have a kind of, I've given you the thing, and I've given you this, maybe that gives me license to be a little bit trickier overall. Not go for your classic underwater movie actors. I don't know. Finally, one I know. Oh gosh, maybe I've wildly and dramatically oversold how easy this is going to be. Fabulous. I'm very pleased. Great round. Thank you, Nana. Although, as you should know, as a seasoned player of the game, we are not done yet. The brain, yeah, that's been taken care of in this round. But the imaginosphere, not so much. What have we got? This is a weird one. You were challenged by an eccentric billionaire to cross the Atlantic Ocean in the most creative way possible. Money is no object, but you have to be in the water. No flying, guys. What method do you choose? The most creative way to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Maybe you're a European, and you're just desperate to go to the Rio de Janeiro Carnival. You think, I've got to make it across the Atlantic Ocean. Maybe you're an American and you are absolutely desperate to go to the toilet in a cubicle where you can't make eye contact with the people outside the cubicle. You think, I've got to head over to Europe. Those fine toilets of Lisbon, Portugal, where the door and the wall sitting snugly close to each other. What is going on with that? What does that do? Or is that that? Or is that? I don't understand that one bit. Supernash18, as someone who doesn't watch many films, I think I did quite well on that one, so it can't have been too hard. Well, that's good. It's a wonderful gift of the world of quizzes when you get a round that you think, I don't think I'm going to do too well on this, and then you think, do you know what? Actually, I surprised myself. Surprising yourself is a wonderful, wonderful thing to be able to do, and quizzing absolutely affords you that luxury. We could have done the countdown. But I've given you enough time for this musing. That's fine. And also, time is getting on. Let's go back to main. Lovely stuff. So yeah, a mixed bag in that one, it seems like. A mixed bag in that round. Some people, very difficult. Some people, very easy. It's the quizmaster's curse. It's so difficult to know what people know and what they don't know. I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. But how much of that transmits to other people? Often, not a lot, because as you all know, I am kind of like a skewed thinker. I'm kind of like off the wall, like Michael Jackson. The album, not the man. Although he's certainly, elements of his life, I think most people would certainly agree were not on the wall. Should we say that? Another one to excite Super Nash 18. As someone who doesn't watch many films, let's head up the movie ladder. Look at him climbing that movie ladder. AOL, you going to take care of this one? Are you going to take this one? I mean, a round of applause, I think, for AOL Time Warner Official. Absolutely dependable. Dependable like gravity. Thank you so much. Guys, all actors are connected. They've all met each other and been in things with each other and disrupted restaurants with each other. This tests that. So you know who is who. I mean, I was going to give you an extra explanation, but the explanation in the chat, written by me, I think just really covers a lot of ground. And this is an indication of how long it's been since we've had a movie ladder. I tend to choose as the first one will be a kind of a movie of the moment. And the top movie in this one, A Quiet Place Day One. Oh, we might have to get rid of the ticker for this one. Yeah, we have to get rid of the ticker. That's a shame. But we can retool. That's fine. A Quiet Place Day One. 12 Years a Slave. X-Men First Class. The Hunger Games. The Devil Wears Prada. And A Quiet Place, the original Quiet Place. It just makes sense, says Nana. Absolutely. So in number one should be somebody who's in both A Quiet Place Day One and 12 Years a Slave. In number two should be somebody who is in 12 Years a Slave and X-Men First Class, etc., 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 all the way down the board. And as ever, I will endeavour, where possible, as much as I can, I will do my blood, sweat and tears to ensure that the options that I'm giving, there is only one main person. Sometimes you get people who are fulfilling little roles, but I don't think that's going to become much of an issue. There is only one person in each of these who could fit. However, am I fallible? Am I some kind of god or deity? No. I'm a human being. Very creative, absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. But I do get things wrong occasionally. You saw that, you remember that little hiccup with the Who Dat Artiste round? Don't you? I mean, you maybe didn't realize it had gone quite so badly because I'm great at patter and just kind of smoothing over the cracks. But that was a big issue. I make mistakes. But if you do manage to name somebody who is in one of these that is not the person that I've got written down in my spreadsheet, do you know what you get? Croc points. Croc points. And if you're new to the game, what are croc points? Croc points are awarded when people can give more information or different information than is required by a question. The points don't count towards your official quiz tally, but they will make you feel confident and effortlessly cool, like you've just slipped on a lovely pair of Crocs. a lovely pair of Crocs. So I'll give you another couple of minutes while you go through these. I mean, this is a musing countdown, but it's, it still works. Still works. Another 30 seconds with this. Count Sheep, I've seen some of these movies, but I have no recollection of seeing them. That's tough. That's a tough affliction to have. But is that bad or good? If you go to see a movie and then you lose your memory of seeing it, what that does afford you is the opportunity, as many big cinema fans would envy you for. It gives you the opportunity to rewatch films multiple times and still have that lovely first time viewing experience. A lot of time you'll see lists of films that people say, I wish I could go back and watch this for the first time again. But if you forget every film you ever watch because of just, you've got a lot of other things in your mind or a more serious medical condition, either way, there's positives because you get to watch each film anew again. You get to watch a detective film, a whodunit, and not know whodunit each and every time. So it won't help you in the movie ladder round, though. That will make it slightly trickier, FYI. And I think that's good for that. Musing-wise, what have we got for this round? Quiet place monsters find people through their hearing. Very sensitive. So you have to be quiet. What's another way a movie monster could find people that would force you to exist in a very specific way? You go for the film, or the films now, it's a bit of a series. People going to extreme lengths. Walking around barefoot, even though they're not hippies. They put is it salt? Like trails of salt on the ground because salt is quieter to walk on than gravel or twigs. And I suppose a little easier on the feet. And then in the first film, I believe it is, gosh, it's a spoiler, but it's a mild spoiler. But one child gets absolutely destroyed because it's playing with a light-up toy that makes sounds. And you just think, you knew the risks, kid. You knew the risks. And if you get to the age of, I don't know, maybe 4, and you still haven't learned, just shut up. Is that Darwin? Am I being too harsh? Who knows? Who knows? Quiet place monsters find people through hearing, so you have to be quiet. What's another way a movie monster could find people that would force you to exist in a very specific way? There we go. Let's get back to me. That's wonderful. There's a couple of really good musings there that are I think they're really going to force you to keeping you on your toes. That's really what this quiz is all about. I want you to be as creative as possible. And this is a muscle, just like a bicep or a gluteus maximus. But you need to keep working it, yeah? Kneading it, KN. Otherwise it will atrophy. And that's when you get slack buttocks. Keep up with those squats, guys. Squats for your brain. Imaginosphere. Final round here, guys. What time is it? Yeah, final round. Let's do a final round. It's a good one. What da? AOL. AOL. Each time, just cannier and cannier. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, guys, the question I have for you in this round, very simply, is how? How can we make sense of all art that has ever existed without putting it in some kind of order, okay? Great first album. Experimental second album because you overthought it, then splitting the difference with a much more successful third. There's an order to these things, okay? So I'm going to give you four things, and I want you to put them in a particular order. How many of them you put into order is up to you. How much will you risk in order to succeed? Very, very easy and simple and exciting. And this is a good one, guys. This is a good one. There are some little spoilers in this one, but I don't think too crazy. AOL Time Warner Official. I came here to not know things about movies and type in chat commands, and I'm possibly running out of things to not know about movies. Oh, well, this is a movie round as well, actually. It's a very movie-heavy one. So this one, yeah, you might not get too much joy from this. But if you don't know things about movies, then you're about to know some more things about movies, yeah? You're demonstrating knowledge or you're gaining knowledge. Put these movie characters in order of when they die in their respective movie runtimes, earliest to latest. So this is very simply, these are four very famous movie deaths. Okay, so it's not really spoilers. Four people that we know are dying. They're there to die. Such is their lot in life. Sean Bean, if you can believe it, Sean Bean is nowhere to be seen in this round. Nana hop up. Let's get... So all of them die. You know they all die. You've probably seen several of them, if not all of them. But when in the runtime of that movie do they die? So maybe some of them are dying straight off. Maybe others are dying right at the end. Whatever it is, earliest to latest. That's the that we want them put into. Let's get rid of big Notme. Let's pop in. Look. Oh, that's not working. Why is that not working? There he is. There he is. There's the little fella. There's the little fella. And here are our images. Wait, did I do this? Yeah. Okay. Boom. They are currently they're currently in order of their surnames alphabetically. So we've got A, Marion Crane in Psycho. B, Ellie Fredrickson in Up. C, Thomas Kane in Alien. D, Mufasa, no surname, so I'm just taking him as an anonymous character, in The Lion King. All of these guys are shuffling loose this mortal coil. All of them. But when do they do it? Who does it earliest? Who does it next earliest? Who does it next earliest? And who does it the latest? Who does it the furthest in to the film? Oh man, two of those are close. Are they close? The closest two, I can tell you this with confidence, the closest two are 9 minutes apart. 9 minutes apart. And just because I know that there are pedants out there, if you weren't a pedant, I don't imagine you'd be watching this quiz. We're looking for the first stab when the scene fades to her funeral, the first moment that the alien shows its face, and D, Mufasa, is when he starts to fall. Those are the least spoilery, but just so you're aware. That's what we're going for here. Those are the seconds that I have counted. And I had a lot of... Psycho's not on a lot of streaming services, so... And for these ones, Disney and what's this on? Hulu, maybe? Is it on Hulu? Or maybe it was on Peacock. But a lot of streaming services don't like it when you've got an external monitor set up because they think you're going to be cheeky and steal it. And I've actually got 2 external monitors set up on my computer, so I was really not doing well with it. So he just didn't show me the movies, so I had to get the laptop out. So I've really worked hard for this round, guys. I've really worked hard for this. So, again, to reiterate, you might think that, right, Ellie Fredrickson definitely pops off before Kane. You might not have even known his name was Thomas Kane. He's only referred to, I believe, as Kane throughout the whole film. But it is a nerdy film. Therefore, all characters have to have full names. Even if it only shows up on Wikipedia. She's definitely before him, but I don't know about the other 2. You can just put BC, and if that is true, you get 1 point. If you think, well, yes, that, but I think Mufasa definitely goes late, is in the film longer than Thomas Kane is, you could put BCD, and if that's true, you get 3 points. If you want to put Marion right at the end, BCDA, and that's all true, you get 5 points. But if any of them are wrong, you're getting a 0, you're getting a goose egg. AOL Time Warner Official, locked in, probably getting 0 points. Maybe I'll take a more conservative approach, actually. I love that you are taking us right through your thought process here. I'm going to run a quick ad while we go through the final thought process on this. Unlocked in. That's good. I like that. Or locked out. Marion Crane, Ellie Fredrickson, Thomas Kane, Mufasa. Crane and Kane. Was that deliberate? No, it's just a happy accident that happened. And then let's get the big camera back. Oh, he's behind himself. How strange. And the musing. Committed and ready. Good luck, MPF. The musing. And this is going to be a good one, guys. What would be your dream movie death? It's simple. It's to the point. A lot of actors, you'll hear them talking about famous death scenes that they have. Sean Bean especially. I mean, he's an expert. He's died in some truly magnificent ways. And they enjoy it. You know, these actors, they love getting a heroic death, a villainous death, whatever it is. It's a focal point of the film. And actors just want all eyes on them. That's their lot in life. What would your dream movie death be? Lock it in or lock it out. And yeah, we'll see what you get. Let's get a musing countdown there. Oh, that should be slightly higher because of the thing. There we go. Dream movie death. How do you want to go in this movie? And you can construct as much of the movie around that death as you wish. And say, you know, this is a particularly brutal death, but may I remind you that earlier on in the film, I did kick a guy right up the butt with winkle picker shoes, and so the end of the shoes did actually enter him to a 1/4 inch, which is very, very uncomfortable for him. And so, did I deserve to die like this? Yeah, absolutely I did. Absolutely I did. Don't want to unlawfully enter anybody to any distance with any type of shoe. That's my personal philosophy. But if you do, then you deserve to just get a frontier justice. Let's go back to Maine. Guys. Ooh, those are all the questions. Those are all the musings. I'm going to give you a couple of moments to get over all of that. I've got something quite special lined up for you, actually, if I may. Bit of a performance. Bit of something I've been working on. You will know, if you're a long-time fan, you'll know that this Christmas I was able to... Yeah, Nana Hobob, and the rest, my friend. I was lucky enough to be able to purchase a tub of Cadbury miniature heroes. These things are an absolute staple of British living rooms at Christmas. You get lots of lovely little morsels, little fun-sized morsels of Cadbury's chocolate bars. And the sad part in early Jan, the sad kind of transition that every British household will go through, is when you have your last miniature hero. And today, I am eating my last miniature hero. But I thought, you know what? What would be a big shame is if I allowed that moment to go unceremoniously. You know, let's make something of this. Let's really try to lean into this and give it meaning. Yeah? Let's try to make as much of this as possible. Really build it up. Also this week, I watched Nosferatu in the cinema. Cameraman George treated me. And so now this is about to happen. Give me 2 seconds to prepare, and then we're going to get back on with it, okay? Okay, here we go. Get that off there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's, okay. I'm just going to pop that on. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Lovely. Is that okay? Yeah, that works. That's good. Yeah, that looks good. Now let's just turn the microphone back on. Oh, God. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I am an appetite, nothing more, or centuries, a loathsome beast. I lay within the darkest pit, till you did wake me. Crunchy bits, chocolate morsel, and stir me from my grave. Let me get into your wrapper. 'Tis fiddly with undead fingers. Here we go. As our souls are entwined, so too shall our bodies be. That was delicious. The honeycomb parts are still in my teeth, so it feels as though I will be enjoying this treat forever. Bloody hell.
Let's just get that. There we go. There we go. Gosh, thank you. Gosh. Thank you. Let's see some early reviews. The old headphones back on. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Nana Hobbob, loving it with some emotes. That's great. Maple Panda, wow. Thank you. Definitely not Duda. That was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I'll repeat that review. That was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Thank you. Definitely not Duda. I appreciate that. SJ Beck 72, a bounty would have been better though. Well, for me, a Crunchie is pretty high up there in terms of your Cadbury offerings. Some people might be surprised that I was able to therefore keep a Crunchie right to the end. It's all about tub management, guys. You can't just go straight in for your favorite ones. You've got to lay the groundwork. You've got to pepper in your good ones with a few of the ones that you don't like so much. Otherwise, you're just going to be left with a bowl of stuff that you don't even want. That's one man's opinion. Wow, says TB, thank you. Maple Panda, thank you, definitely thank you. AOL Time Warner Official, that was great. Should I go see Nosferatu? I would say, I mean, you've kind of got the gist of it there. If you just replace the Crunchy Bits chocolate with Lily Rose Depp. It's a similar vibe. You know, Bill Skarsgård, bless him, he did his best, and I think he did a wonderful job. So if you want to see his interpretation of that character, feel free. It's pretty dark, it's pretty gothic, it's pretty gross at parts. Nicholas Hoult is as sweaty as I've ever seen him, if that's a recommendation. But yeah, I say go see it. I say go see it. It's a rollicking good time. Super Nash 18, I fear for the vocal cords. Luckily, I've got pretty deep voice at the best of times. Again, Bill Skarsgård had to work with an opera coach to get his voice to do those kinds of things. For me, that was actually the first time I ever did it. I didn't even rehearse that. So, you tell me. Both excellent performances. Award for Best Sound goes to, thank you so much, Count Sheep. That's lovely, fantastic. Great stuff. Well, that's made me feel good. You know, long-time supporters will know I thrive on compliments. So the more compliments I can receive, the happier I tend to be. Should we get on with some answers? Guys? Let's do some answers. We started with Who Dat Artiste. The musing for this one, after a while, was you are challenged by an eccentric billionaire to cross the Atlantic Ocean in the most creative way possible. Money is no object, but you have to be in the water. No flying. What method do you use? Obviously, you've got an answer for that. Obviously, it's a great answer. But I don't want you to just say it out loud, because that's really going to make it tricky for me to see it. So I need you to get it in the chat. Get it in the chat, please. That way we can all enjoy them. And enjoy them we shall. So let's get on with our first question here. So again, all of these have been in water-based movies. And I'm giving you a lot of information. It's Titanic. It's KW. It's a lovely head of hair. She's wearing a snorkel. She's underwater. Who is that? Of course. Oh my goodness, of course. It's Kate Winslet, the beautiful Kate Winslet, wonderful Kate Winslet, getting into that wonderful, wonderful time of her life where she kind of just feels like she's kind of in her final form, you know, where she's just doing whatever she wants and not apologizing for it. You know, back in the day, she may have wanted to apologize for Hideous Kinky, Movie 43. Now she's just, I'm just doing what I want. I'm Kate Winslet, guys. I did this ticker thing and I didn't even fill it out properly. What was the last one? There we go. Lovely. Kate Winslet, well done if you got that one right. Somebody who is in Jaws with the initials RD. Not such a head of hair. I mean, it's pretty much all we're going for in these ones. I will say this photo is not from him in Jaws era, but neither was the Kate Winslet one. It's Richard Dreyfuss. Richard Dreyfuss. He's got that lovely look here of a slightly darker moustache, but stubble that's very, very grey. That just says to me, I'm weathered. I have been through life. I've seen some stuff. And no, I'm not going to take my shoes off on your living room carpet. I don't care how politely you ask me. That's what you get with Richard Dreyfuss. More, that's what you get from his facial hair arrangement. He might be perfectly lovely. I'm not sure. Never met the guy. Question number 3. The Abyss. A? No. A-E-H. That's not a word. Those are initials. E-H. Again, less of a head of hair. It is, of course, Ed Harris. Ed Harris. Wonderful actor. Wonderful actor. Brings an intensity to everything he does. Would I love to see him in an out-and-out comedy? Yeah, absolutely I would. I'd like to see him as a crazy janitor in a school, and he's always getting into hijinks. And the sounds coming from his little janitor room are just... What is he doing in there? But then you find out later that he is homeschooling his children in there because he's quite poor, and so it brings about a nice kind of emotional end to his story. And people think, maybe we shouldn't have insulted the janitor quite so much. Maybe we shouldn't have egged certain parts of the school as frequently as we did. Or smeared unsavory things on the windows. Maybe we need to treat our janitors, our janitorial staff, a little bit better. And that's the message from that movie. And it's called The Wonderful School of Explosion Alley. Just off the top of my head there. No such film was in development. Question number 4. Underwater. KS. A little... the angle of the shoulders says that this is somebody who marches to the beat of their own drum, certainly. It is Kristen Stewart. It was covered up with the eye makeup there. Look at that. It's like a different person without that eye makeup. Kristen Stewart. Underwater is a film that not a lot of people saw. It was good. It was scary. And there are a lot of kind of, weird people under there. Getting scared. Being really far underwater. Thinking, gosh, what I wouldn't give to just breathe some proper air. Including Kristen Stewart. A wonderful actor. She was in Panic Room with Jodie Foster as a much younger lady. And as she's grown up, she's just got a little bit more individual. A little bit more like, I just do what I want, okay? I've done the Panic Room thing as a child actor. I've done the teen romance thing with Twilight. Now I'm doing whatever the F I want. And the F, be clear on this, does not mean fudge. It does not mean fudge. And final question. Deep Blue Sea, LCJ. Who is that? Who is that? Big face. Had to make the snorkel even larger than the other ones because it's quite a large face. It is, of course, the wonderful LL Cool J. Always licking his lips and rubbing his hands together. Because he wants to smooch you. He wants to smooch you. And he's not looking for a relationship. He just wants to smooch you. Just go for a couple of drinks. That's LL. And as you say, I could have been LLCJ, but I just thought that was too much. But then is cool an initial? Is that a nickname? Is his actual initials LLJ? I don't know. It really, I regretted. I thought I should have just done Sam Jackson for Deep Blue Sea, but you live and learn. I'd already downloaded the photo by that point. And, downloading photos isn't free. Or is it? Let's get on with this musing, guys. Let's get on with this musing. A point for each of those that you got right. Let's see what we've got. Straight in there, counting sheep, dolphin. Dolphin. Are you going to be swimming with the dolphin? Are you going to be hanging on the dolphin as the dolphin pulls you along? Is it just a single dolphin? Is it a school or a shoal of dolphins that are helping you out on this one? Is it an experimental submarine that is named some ridiculous acronym just so it can be called DOLPHIN? I'm not even going to go down that road. That's 7 letters. I'm just not going to do it. That's lovely, though. Dolphin. Simple. If you've got the money to train a dolphin to pull you across the Atlantic, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Monkey Pigsy Funk, I would stick 1,000 pufferfish to my fashion trainers for buoyancy and walk across the Atlantic with panache. I am a big fan of this already. We're walking across the Atlantic Ocean wearing fashion trainers attached to 1,000 pufferfish. The big questions, of course, that are coming up immediately in my mind. How are these pufferfish arranged? Because 1,000, pufferfish aren't that big, but 1,000 of them is really going to take a lot of space up. So are they going to be straight down, straight underneath? Then it makes it very difficult to... Or is it going to be what could be quite nice is if they go kind of end to end. So essentially, we're walking on a moving treadmill, much like you're in an airport, a moving walkway, where you are stepping on these pufferfish, and as you leave the pufferfish, that pufferfish is swimming under and joining the queue at the end. And so it's really, you're just strolling. You're just strolling in your fashion trainers. I mean, they are going to get stabbed up with the pufferfish spines. But, you're rich. You can buy some more fashion trainers. Snooze. That's really nice, though. A kind of a red carpet of pufferfish. A pufferfish rug. A puffer rug. Rugger. Puffer. I mean, we'll work on the branding later, but that's a lovely idea. Definitely not Duda. Build an underwater bridge of gemstones and then drive across it in an underwater camper van that was also built specifically for this. Now we're using our creativity. That's lovely. An underwater bridge of gemstones. I like the idea that we're taking this billionaire at their word. If you're saying money's no object, yes, we could use underwater tarmac. We could use underwater concrete to create our road. But if you're saying money's no object, I want to drive across some gemstones. Sue me, okay? I want to feel that luxury feel of driving over amethyst, yeah? Having rubies under tire. That's what I want to feel. And that's within your rights to do so. And I like the fact that, again, your underwater vehicle could be any vehicle. You've gone camper van. And now, using my background knowledge about you, I can say with confidence, how very Oregon. Yeah? How very Oregon. Well done, definitely. You make your people proud. Nano Hobbob, a freeze ray type device that would allow you to take a stroll across the pond, being a land-bearing land bridge style. Might take a while though, and you'll want some shoes with good grip. Or maybe you wouldn't want shoes with good grip. What this is bringing to mind for me is the wonderful pair of films, The Incredibles, directed by Brad Bird, who also directed The Iron Giant and one of the Mission Impossibles. There is a character called Frozone, who, voiced by Sam Jackson, him again, and he creates ice slides that he skates across. And if you're skating, then you are going to be going quicker. So that is going to reduce that time that it takes to walk across. So maybe it's a case of just controlling the undulation, if I can say that, undulation with your freeze ray, so that we're going up a thing, and then that gravity is really allowing you to make some serious speed gains. Or maybe you just build a ladder on your side of the Atlantic, real tall ladder. We're talking a heck of a lot of rungs. You go all the way up, and then it's really just a one-way slide all the way down. You could probably do that. I'm not a maths guy, but if you're going on a slide or kind of zip-liney type situation straight down, calculating that out, that's probably going to be a tight 45 minutes. Prove me wrong. Maple Panda, I would travel on a luxury cruise ship, but all activities are art attack themed and run by Neil Buchanan. That's great. You're making it a lot easier on yourself than some of the other Smarties have, and that's fine. Luxury cruise ship, but all activities are art attack themed. So there's going to be a lot of cameras on the ceiling when you do your big art attacks. A lot of crayons. Neil loved crayons. Neil loved crayons. We're going to have some crayons. We're going to have some sticky back plastic. We're going to have some lolly sticks. We're going to have a lot of felt. The felt budget's going to be quite high, but again, we're dealing with an eccentric billionaire here. You can buy some felt, guys. Just go to Hobby Lobby, for God's sake. That's nice. And run by Neil Buchanan. To be honest, it'd be nice just to see that Neil Buchanan's still doing a great job. Because let me tell you this. You watch, they're on YouTube, go and watch an episode of Art Attack. That is a man in absolute control. Neil Buchanan is owning that show from the first second to the last. That's Neil's game. And Neil is art. I'll say no more about it. AOL Time Warner official. I would make a chain of pool noodles and pool noodle couplers to make a single connected line that I could pull myself across with. Oh, those arms, AOL Time Warner official. You think it's a nice workout typing in ! Usy chews. Pulling yourself across the Atlantic with a pool noodle, yeah, you're gonna be throbbing. You're absolutely gonna be throbbing, and by the end, it wouldn't surprise me if you had to just rest yourself by grabbing onto the pool noodle with your teeth. Captain Sheep, you're overcomplicating things with the dolphin. That's what I do. Maybe I could reacquire AOL Time Warner whilst pulling myself across the ocean. It's a heck of a luge, guys. Points all round. That was a great round. I thought it would be, and I was absolutely proven right. Movie ladder, guys. Movie ladder. Quiet Place Monsters. It's all about Quiet Place Monsters. They find people through hearing, so you have to be quiet. What's another way a movie monster could find people that would force you to exist in a very specific way? Get it in the chat, guys. Please. Don't waste my time with this. Get it in the chat. As we go through the movie ladder. Bing, bing, bong. Movie ladder. So we need somebody who is in A Quiet Place Day One and 12 Years a Slave. 12 Years a Slave and X-Men First Class. X-Men First Class and The Hunger Games. Hunger Games and The Devil Wears Prada. Devil Wears Prada and A Quiet Place. The First Quiet Place. Number one, you guessed it. It's Lupita Nyong'o. She's the star of A Quiet Place Day One and very good for it. She's also in 12 Years a Slave and very good for it. Why isn't she in more films? That's a question I would like to ask. Always providing excellent performances, Lupita Nyong'o. Oh, she's so skinny. Number two, Michael Fassbender. X-Men First Class. He is the victim of some pretty horrendous racism because he is Jewish. In 12 Years a Slave, he's kind of on the other side of things, much less sympathetic, and has a much larger beard. Are the two things linked? That's a conclusion you have to come to when you watch the films. Number three, Jennifer Lawrence is in both X-Men First Class as the blue one and The Hunger Games as the one with the ponytail. And is very good in both. Very good in both. She had to do a lot less makeup for The Hunger Games, though, so I would suspect she enjoyed being in those films a little bit more. Hunger Games and The Devil Wears Prada it is, of course, the man himself, Stanley Tucci. The Tooch. Was in Hunger Games and Devil Wears Prada. One of them, he had big hair. The other, not so much hair at all. Had a big ring, though. Big ring or big hair? Which do you prefer for Stanley Tucci? Answers on a postcard. And Devil Wears Prada in A Quiet Place, it is, of course, the wonderful, the beautiful, my goodness, she's a good-looking woman. It's Emily Blunt. Showing some stoic strength in both films. She can't say everything that she wants in either film. A little shake there. That's Jesus waking up there. He's been asleep this whole time. Missed out on all this art. 1 point for each of those that you got right. Let me know how well you did as we go back through these musings. I'm excited. Let's see what we've got. Definitely not due to body odor. Oh, here we go. Okay, so they found you through body odor. I mean, it would be tough for the sweatier members of society. Guilty. You'd have to maintain. I mean, would then the big cosmetics companies, your Lynxes, your Doves, would they have to say, guys, this is more than just a luxury now. This is a necessity. This has to be government issued for you to smell absolutely beautiful. The shea butter production would have to go through the roof. Yeah. Talcum powder and deodorants and showers almost on constantly. I mean, it would be a lovely world to live in. Everybody would smell absolutely fabulously. And if they didn't, and then they died, oh, why did they die? Well, it's because they smelled so much. You think, everything added up, the dividend all taken into account. Did this end up as a win? Powerful stuff. Lovely initial idea there, definitely. And I appreciate that you expressed it in just 2 words. Body odor. Dead. TB Douglas, monsters that can smell oxytocin. Interesting. Meaning that you would never be able to be too happy or feel too much love, so you'd have to spend time with people that don't make you too happy. Devastating for the world. What a miserable world that would be, TB. Absolutely miserable. They can smell oxytocin. So you have to just be, again, when we're talking about how we're going to counteract that, some of the things that make you feel sad, make you feel a bit miserable, the cinematic works of Lars von Trier would be required viewing. That friend that you know who just finds a way of just bringing everything down. Oh, I had a great day today. Yeah, but it's going to make you disappointed tomorrow, won't it? It's not going to be as good as today. Oh, you just... Oh. There's a concept in What We Do in the Shadows. Wonderful film and TV show. There's a concept in that of like an emotional vampire who just kind of sucks the life out of people. Those people would be absolutely worth their weight in gold. Absolutely worth their weight in gold. You say, oh, just being able to be like Debbie Downer, a very sad version of the SNL skit Debbie Downer, just constantly talking, interrupting you, making love. You're making love and you're so happy. And they'd just send you a text to remind you about the incidences of feline AIDS. And you think, that's made me miserable. Thanks so much, pal, for looking out for me. Lovely stuff. Nano Hobob, the monsters look you up by internet search, so you have to try and delete your online presence to survive. I mean, would that make things a lot better? It might make things a lot better, who knows? That's really good, though. So you'd have to try and limit your online presence. Get rid of the internet, perhaps. Nice. AOL Time Warner Official, I keep coming back to the floor is lava scenario, so maybe the monsters sense vibrations on the floor or ground but can't climb or something. Maybe little legs. They're terrifying monsters. They only got little legs. I feel like many great monster premises, there are a couple of gaps in logic. Yeah, we don't need to beat ourselves up too much about these. AOL Time Warner official. If you get your idea in your head, the floor is lava, I need to get off the ground. How does that happen? Just this is Hollywood, baby. We'll work it out. We'll work it out in post. Captain Sheep 222, pooping. They sense bowel movements, so you can't poop? Interesting. So again, just a lot of fiber in the diet. That would be, I mean, a horrifying world to live in. And would you have to have just, oh God. I'm going too far down the rabbit hole with that idea, Captain Sheep. Too far down the rabbit hole, and so I'm just gonna back out because that's going to spoil my day. Monkey Pixie Funk, the monsters forced me to eat Monster Munch, cans of Monster Energy drink, and chew it till I die, writhing in sugar, savory, and caffeine overload. But I have spiked their food with this concoction, which is fatal to them. And as I expire, I hear their final moments, and I have a smile on my lips. I mean, what a powerful image you have created. What a powerful image that you've created. I mean, it's not necessarily 100% in line with the original musing, but you've taken an idea and you've run with it. Monster Munch and cans of Monster Energy. I think if you have both of those, you just expire anyway, because there's a lot going on there. SJ Beck 72. Crisp monsters. You can smell the terrible breath of eating cheese and onion crisps and the like, so you can only eat ready salted crisps. Boring. Sure, sometimes you want a ready salted crisp, but to be forced to only have ready salted crisps? What a terrible set of dystopias we've created here. Points all round. Points all round for a dystopia. That's what I say. And the final round here, because we are getting pretty close. We are getting pretty close to it all. Let's get little camera, little Notme going. Here we go. The musing was, of course, what would be your dream movie death? Dream movie death. Let's get it in the chat. Our image, initially, our question was Marion Crane, Ellie Fredrickson, Thomas Kane, and Mufasa from Psycho, Up, Alien, and The Lion King, respectively. Who dies first? Who dies last? And what's in the middle? It's high stakes if you've picked all of them, because this could be a big fat zero for you. I wish you luck. BDAC, Ellie Fredrickson, only 11 minutes in that film. But my goodness, what an impact she makes. And then leads to one of the most emotional moments in cinematic history toward the end of that film. Mufasa, he's clocking out 35:39. 35:39 until Jeremy Irons says, "All hail the king," or something. I tried to block it out because it's too emotional. He falls down. Those wildebeest. There's no getting up from that. Marion Crane lasts an impressive 47:46. 47:46 until Norman Bates' mother. And Thomas Kane lasting almost an hour. Who saw that coming? That shows what a slow burn Alien is. 56:21, because that's pretty much the first time you really get a good sense of these aliens and what they're doing. So it may be surprising. Might be surprising to some. There we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. So well done. Well done if you got 1 point. Well done if you got 3 points. Very well done if you got 5 points. That's tricky. That's tricky stuff. I'm excited. It's always high stakes. Always high stakes with the order round. Musing. What would be your dream movie death? Let's rattle through some of these because we have definitely not due to being stabbed by Ghostface. It's a mark of honor. It's a mark of honor. You know. Have you? It's Ghostface. There's only a very select club of people, including some real luminaries, to have been stabbed by the wonderful Ghostface in the Scream franchise. And you just want to put your name on the wall. It's like eating an enormous steak at a restaurant. Like, I want the photo on the wall. I want my T-shirt. Stab me, Ghostface. Open up my guts. I hope it makes you happy. I really do. Monkey Pixie Funk being pampered to death, including being fed cake, not lemon. Pampered to death. I mean, that's nice. That's nice. In a movie, how would that come across? It'd be a slow burn. I mean, it's a pretty pleasant death, because I don't think it'd happen too quickly. I mean, being force-fed cake. So you're just dying from gluttony. Okay, so something just fell off the wall there. That's a bit of emotions. That's fine. That's fine. We're just moving through. Gout through gluttony. Gout through gluttony. That's exciting. So gout through... So then it's like big red feet by the end. Big red feet because you drank too much red wine and eaten too much red meat. Yeah. It has to be dying while saving somebody else. We're all good, George. We're all good, George. Jesus, you going? Jesus? Jesus? I think Jesus is... No, there he goes. There he goes. Avoiding the things falling off the walls there. Wise move. Wise move. But I'm sticking with it. A lesser quizmaster would have ducked out of this because of deathly things falling from the ceiling. Not me. Not me. TB Douglas has to be dying while saving someone else, especially someone important. So maybe I die saving the movie's hero from a collapsing skyscraper, catching them just in time as the building crumbles around us. As we fall together, I make sure they land safely, but I don't quite make it, getting out in a heroic, bittersweet moment of pure selflessness. That's nice. And you get some good stunt work there as well. Might get a little bit of extra bumps at the end of the day because you're getting some be on wires and green screen stuff. That's really nice. And then at the end, the hero's like, no, TB Douglas. You damn fool! Why did you do this? Why did you do this? And then you grab the hero by the face, and you get real close, and you just say, "Earn this." And everyone in the audience is just wet-faced. Beautiful stuff, TB. Lovely, lovely. Nana Hobub, a swift and tidy slice from a samurai blade, perhaps wielded by Hiroyuki Sanada. I like that people are specifying who they want to kill them. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, are we with a swift and tidy slice? We've got a lot of options here. Is it like across the head and the head slides off? Is it right down the middle? And so the torso kind of slides off the thing. Is it right top to bottom, north to south? And you just split and open. And then there's a shot behind your head. And then your head just... There's a lot of options there. I mean, I suppose it's up to Hiroyuki in the moment, what he wants to go for, what he feels right in terms of the character. Nice. What fell on me? It was a picture that was on the wall. I put up with some command strips, but it's... very difficult, I think, when you're reaching that far up to really get the connection there. That's a shame. That's a shame. Drowning in a free trial discs of service for America Online. What a way to go. It's a terrible way to go. I imagine they give you some nasty nicks on the way down as well. CDs can be quite sharp, guys. Quite sharp indeed. Points all round, guys. Points all round. If you wrote down one for that, then points all round. You get some points. Let's go back to main. Gosh, we're going to be over again, guys. Apologies. That Orlok impression actually took longer than I anticipated. Minute to win it. It's the most exciting minute in quiz shows today. Boom. Boom. There it is. There it is. So I have written something on the light board behind me. And it has, and all you need to do is, I'm going to be transmitting what that is through my mind, through the camera, to you in your homes, potentially 10 or 15 miles away. It's a simple one. If you've been paying attention to your art news, your entertainment news, this is going to be really easy and simple. Really easy and simple. I've written down on there, I've put up there, it's a light box. A Golden Globe winner. Last week, 'twas the Golden Globes. And a lot of people won. A lot of people won things. You just need to tell me, this could be a person, this could be a movie, this could be a TV show. There it is. Aardman Animations, great shout. Zoe Saldana, lovely. The Traitors, they won it. They won it. Flow, yes, the animated thing, certainly. Wallace and Gromit, yeah, they got it, and rightly so. Excuse me for getting a little bit British with it all. The Brutalist, I believe you're trying to say Nana Hob up there, well done. Kieran Culkin, he did. Wicked, Brutalist, Wicked. Wicked did win. Wicked did win. Yeah, it's a little bit, I'm transmitting it. Last few coming in. Shogun. Oh, it won a lot. Ariana Grande. Yeah. Baby Reindeer for sure. Colin Farrell. You betcha. The Angwin Farrell. I honestly never track or remember Golden Globe winners. Are you on the Oscars thing? Because I don't think they do either. Jeremy Allen White, yes, HBO. Gene Smart, Emma Stone. I looked at all the frocks, if that counts. That does count. Nipple Panda. Who won from a frock standpoint for you? There's a question. It's not going to get you any points, but it'll get you croc points. So let's get rid of the topic. We do have a winner. Someone got it. And the answer is The Brutalist. Yes, that's going to be all over award season. Final snooze. Zendaya won. Zendaya had a good frock. Lovely. That's good. So congratulations, Zendaya, for winning Best Frock per Maple Panda. And well done to Nana Hobob for getting in the Brutalist. People say, hey, why is it called the Brutalist? What's so brutal about it? Well, in simple terms, it's 3.5 hours long. Let's head back to Maine. So an extra 2 points. Extra 2 points for Nana Hobob there. Let's tot up our scores and let's get them in the chat, guys. Yeah, well done you. Lovely stuff, TB. Both to Zendaya and Nana Hobob, yeah. The partnership we never knew we needed. Whilst you get your scores in the chat, guys, I want to remind you that in this quiz, you're only competing against yourself. There's no point threshold to being smart. If you've got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get, then you are smart. Art doesn't become successful because of the opinions of others or box office numbers, or even if you win a Golden Globe. Are you listening, Adrian Brody? It becomes successful when you say, yeah, that's great. If you think your performance today was great, then it was great. No two ways about it. And if you are watching this on YouTube or Twitch, I suppose, not live, although can you leave comments after the fact on Twitch? Yeah, maybe not. Make sure you write down your score and your musing answers in the comments below because I would love to hear how you did. How are we doing, guys? Nana Hobob, I think that puts me at 15. Yowza bibowza. Lovely work from Nana this week. 11 from TB, 11 from SJBX72. Well done, SJBX72. Wonderful stuff. Definitely with a 13. AOL Time Warner Official with a 7. Congratulations all. Congratulations all. Doesn't it feel just good to achieve something? A 10 from MPF. A 9 from Super Nash Band 8. This is pretty good considering there was an order round. Pretty good stuff, guys. So unless we've got anybody else with that decisive, absolutely decisive minute to win it victory, Nana's taken you over the edge there. Yeah, you are smart. Very well done, guys. Very well done. Guys, there it is. We've learned, we've loved, I don't know whether that was laughed or loved, but we've done the other one as well. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope you felt creative all at the same time. Guys, We did cry a little. Mostly when the Who Dat Artiste round wasn't quite working as we would have wanted it to. And then when the thing almost fell off the wall and almost murdered my dog. Next week, no quiz. Next week, it's an art right now. Oh, baby. It's an art right now next week. So I hope you'll join me for that. And then the week after, we will have another quiz. You'll get another opportunity. Same time, same place to improve your art and say to yourself, yes, mama, I am smart. Thank you so much for joining me, for spending part of your Sunday with me. I hope you feel that it was very well spent. I do. And I hope you have a wonderful and creative week upcoming. I shall see you next week for Art Right Now. But until then, farewell.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though prob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart,